Welcome everyone to the initial setup of the Brother SE700 sewing and embroidery machine. Once you get the machine all unpacked, you'll notice that it's set up for sewing. There's a few steps to get it ready for embroidery. The first step is to replace the standard presser foot. First, detach the foot by pressing here. Next, remove the presser foot holder by unscrewing it. Find the embroidery foot in the bag of accessories. We're going to hold it like this and line it up with that screw. Now twist it to the left counterclockwise to line it up like this. Hold it in place with your right hand while you tighten that screw. Once it's held tight, slowly turn the hand wheel to make sure that the needle clears the round part of the foot here. If the needle touches the foot at all, unscrew it and adjust it so that the needle moves freely. Next, remove this compartment, and then we're going to slide the embroidery unit into place. You should hear it click, and there should be no space between the machine and this embroidery unit right here. And always remove the embroidery hoop when you're done. Never leave it hooked up to the embroidery unit. Before you start using this machine, it's best to set up an internet connection. When you turn it on, the first option is language. Set that to your preferred language. And then it's going to want to set up the internet. To set it up, click OK and it will automatically start searching for available networks. Find yours on the display and click the arrow next to it. Then enter the password and click OK, and it'll take a little bit of time, but it'll connect. If you get this error message, the password is incorrect. Double check it and then enter it again. Once the internet's connected, you'll see that this button here on the bottom is blue. It's important to store this machine correctly, so when you're done embroidering, you can't just remove this embroidery unit. Be sure to first push this button, then click OK. The unit will move into position itself for storage. To remove the embroidery unit, there's a release button underneath. When I flip this over, you can see it here. Make sure the embroidery hoop is not attached and that your fingers are not in the way when you push that button. When you remove the embroidery unit, you'll see that the machine is automatically back to the sewing machine's setup, and the display will now show you regular sewing and stitch options. To thread the machine, always make sure the presser foot is up, and push the needle button so that the needle is in the topmost position. Embroidery thread is really fine and it can come off the spool too easily, causing it to tangle. I like to use these mesh guards so that the thread stays in control. You will want to use a spool cap that's the same size as your spool. This one is really small, so I could use this spool cap, but I found that this one works perfectly with all these little spools. It goes on like this. Make sure that the spool's all the way to the right and then push this all the way in. It will hold the spool securely when you start to thread the machine. The machine has printed guides to help you remember how to thread it. The solid line is for the upper thread and the dashed line is for winding the bobbin. Use your right hand to keep hold of the thread and with your left, guide it under this first guide and then under this guide to the left. Now bring it straight down this groove, around the bottom here, and then up this left groove. Now from right to left, bring it up and over the take-up lever. The take-up lever looks like this. It's a bit hard to see. You'll want the thread to get caught in this groove here. Then guide the thread back down this same left groove. There's a little needle bar guide here. Guide the thread from right to left through that so that it's under it. Then through this notch in the metal here, and then between the gray plastic here with the number 7. That's going to hold the thread tight when we use the automatic needle threader. Push this tab on the side down and make sure it goes all the way down, and then you'll see that the needle is threaded. Then control that tab, letting it come back up slowly. Now you can just pull the rest of the thread through the needle. This machine comes with some pre-wound bobbins, but let's learn how to wind our own too. I like to buy white embroidery thread in bulk to use for my bobbins. I'm going to show you how to wind the bobbin with this thread though, so that you can see it clearly. We're going to start the same way with the mesh and with the spool stopper. Follow this dashed line and bring the thread through this guide and then under this one. And then we're going to go from right to left around this right here, making a U-turn around this little metal part. Then we're going to go from the back of the tension disc counterclockwise around to the front. Guide the thread from the center of the bobbin up through this hole here. Now here's a little trick I've learned to get the bobbin wound with perfect tension. Hold the thread securely and push the bobbin onto the winder. Then push the winder all the way to the right. Keep a tight hold on that thread, holding it up and off to the right. Now use the button on the front of the machine to start winding the bobbin. When the bobbin is wound enough that the thread's secure, stop the winding and cut the thread as close to the bobbin as you can. Then finish winding the bobbin. To load it, hold the bobbin so that the thread comes off the top and that when you pull the thread, the bobbin spins counterclockwise. If you pull the thread and it comes off the bottom, the bobbin's upside down. Turn it over and then drop it into the bobbin case. Put your right index finger over the bobbin to hold it steady, and then with your left hand, guide the thread straight down towards you. You'll need to catch this thread in this plastic guide here. Bring the thread over to the right and then slide it left, making sure it flows under this groove. Then continue around and away from you, following this channel. Use the cutter at the end to cut the bobbin thread and then replace the bobbin cover. Always draw up the bobbin thread before you start sewing. To do that, hold the upper thread up and out to the right, making sure it's not caught under the foot. Use the needle up-down button to drop the needle down and then bring it back up. The bobbin thread will pop up. Bring the upper thread through the foot and off to the left a few inches. And that's it. Now you're ready to start embroidering. Please be sure to subscribe and follow for part 2 where I show you how to start embroidering.